Neville Aga here from the SLED Cisco Heartland team, and I've developed a script to mine data from CiscoReady for access points. Useful for me, and I thought I would share it with the rest of the Cisco SE community if you guys want to mine the same data. So this video is intended for Cisco systems engineers with access to the CiscoReady tool. And what it will do is you can take the data from CiscoReady and you can answer the question at my customer X, how many APs do they have of type 802.11ac, 802.11n, and 802.11 just G or lower. So you can get a good high level overview when you sit there and talk to them about how new or old their wireless deployment is, purely from an access point perspective. There's a lot of data to mine in CiscoReady, and this is kind of low-hanging fruit, so this is my first attempt at it. All right, with that, let's get on to show you what I have. So let's look at the tool first. So the tool is implemented in Perl, and it is just a script in Linux. And if I look at the directory structure here, I have two files, the tool here, which is available on GitHub, which I'll show in a second, and then the data that you're going to pull from, and this is an output of CiscoReady into CSV. So let's say I want to analyze the data for the state of Oklahoma. I analyze deployed aps.pl, and then I type the account I'm interested in. OK, state of Oklahoma. And it comes back, it looks, and it sees that I have a total of 500 and some odd APs deployed throughout the state. 15% of them newer that do AC Wave 1, 63% of them that do 802.11n, and 22% that do 802.11g or lower. Now, note, for the purposes of this video, this is not the actual numbers. The script is open. I wrote it, and I don't mind anybody using it. But the data is obviously not open. The data is Cisco internal data. So what I'm going to show you in this video is sanitized data, off numbers, not exactly right. But that's the idea. Okay, so let's look at the script. So the script is on my GitHub page. So if you go to github.com/CiscoNeville, you will see these repositories, and I have called it Mine CiscoReady. So here it is, and again, this is intended to take stuff off of the tool for CiscoReady internal. So here's the script, the actual Perl script, if you want to get in there and see it. Just gets in there, does some logic basically to say that, looks at all the PIDs in there, anything that's like 3802, 2802, 1802, stuff that's AC Wave 1, any of these that are families, whatever. So it just pulls all the PIDs and all the counts and adds all to the counts. So that's the internals of the script. Okay, how do you as a Cisco engineer, say you're covering SLED California, you want to use this tool, how do you use it? Okay, so from the main portal, type in CiscoReady. And the first link that will come up is the CiscoReady version 29 tool. You can go into here, you want to go into Analytics. All right, and then what is going to show up here is going to end up being data that's available to you. As an SC, we have all the data for our region. I believe as an AM, you have your own data, something like that, and I'm sure management will have data for a larger piece, but this is what we can see, and it's for the last 4 years or so by default. All right, so what you need to do to take advantage of this, I like the CiscoReady tool. The data in there is good, but it is slow, it times out. So what you want to do here is you want to go and hit that you're interested in product IDs, and then also the years. By default, it'll give you the last few years, but if you want more years than that, then go in here and you can highlight a couple more years, how many ever more years you're interested in mining data for. And then as soon as you let go of the control key, it'll start to spin and update those. And then you have to push this quantity button too to get quantities. Now, you can't do stuff directly from CiscoReady because these quantities don't exactly, we have so many PIDs for so many different things, and there's a logic, right? So if you have like a 10 pack or stuff like that, it might count it as one, but you have to know exactly what to mine or if things are coming in a bundle. So that's why you can't just take data straight out of CiscoReady. So anyways, you do that. All you have to do is just get all your accounts, get all your product IDs, and then hit this button here to export it to Excel. All right, and then this will hash away for a few minutes, getting exporting, and then it will export it to a file here in the download directory. Now this is all data. This is not wireless data. If you wanted to first sort this for specific wireless data, you can, or specific accounts, you can. But you don't need to do this for specific accounts because the script will do that for you. The script has an input of you have to put in what account you're interested in. So, but you certainly can sort for other values if you want to. If you want to use a script though, you have to have exactly these two, just product ID and SAV account listed, not anything else, business entity, business sub-entity, or anything else like that, because when the CSV is input, it will assume just these two are in there and nothing else. All right, and here is our 18 meg file. Great, we have to open it up and get the data out of CiscoReady and into your little Unix machine. So when you come out here, the only other thing you have to notice is this is going to go in CSV format, and you do have instances where you have over 1,000 things deployed. In this case, that's phones, but so you have to sanitize all this data and get rid of all the commas in that and the list dollar value. So you go over here and you say change the format the cells to number with 0 decimal places and do not use the 1,000 separator there. All right, and then that is great. Then you can do file, save as, and you can stick it in temp or wherever you want to stick it, and you're going to call this in CSV format, you know, CiscoReady output data. And yes, we do want to put it in CSV format. Okay. Once you have it in CSV format, you don't really need the CiscoReady tool anymore. You're going to do all your searching on. All right, so let's show you how to get the data from GitHub onto your local Linux machine. So here you have your local Linux machine, and I have just that one directory there. So I'm going to create a new directory and clone from the GitHub from this into my local screen. So in GitHub, you have this here. This is the full URL for the repository. So you copy that to your clipboard. You come over here and you say git clone and paste that in there. And it'll say create a new one and great, put it in here. And if I look here, I have a second directory here called mine CiscoReady. I could cd into mine CiscoReady. And there is the script, and there's the README file that you saw in GitHub, and there's some sample data that I have in here. So you can run this first before, so you know what your data is supposed to look like when you export it out from CiscoReady. All right. Let's check file permissions on that right quick. And file permissions look great. So I can do like this. I can do an analyze deployed APs dot, and then look for my account, state of Oklahoma. Okay. And again, this isn't real data, but this is just what's in there. And this says, according to this, they have 100% of NAPs and nothing else. Okay. University of Oklahoma. All right, and again, that's not the real data, but just to show you guys on the sample data what it looks like on there and how the tool would work. Now, when you export it, you'll obviously have to bring in your data into here and then change. Right now I have this sample, so if I VI analyze deployed APs, you'll notice right here you'll have to put in whatever your particular input file is. So that one that we saved to CSV, put it in directory input here. All right, and that's the tool in a nutshell. If you guys like this, and I mean I can do a whole lot more with this. I imagine doing things like answering other questions like Cat 2K versus 3 and 4K deployments, and there's any number of things you can analyze data with. So, but I need some ideas. So if you guys have some ideas, email them to me. That'd be great. Also, another thing, this does not cover Meraki. Meraki is not in the CiscoReady tool, it seems like. So, oh well, our numbers aren't right there. But with that said, that's the tool. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Send me feedback. Tweet me at CiscoNeville or send me an email, neog@cisco.com. Have a great day.